Hey folks, welcome back to Fresh Produce. I'm Pete from BTI. Here are a few gifts for cyclists. Of course, every item in our whole warehouse can be a great gift for a cyclist, but I thought these kind of had a little spin that made sense for today's video, so let's just dive right into it. We've got some classic things that'll work for anybody. A giant water bottle. It has a little bit of a laugh factor, but also could be really useful if you're on a long ride, or even if you just leave that in your car and are ready to rehydrate after a ride. I think that's a really good one. We've got, like a classic, but a new multi-tool out from Park, the RTD1. It's got all the modern pieces you might need, including like Torx bits. It's got a chain tool that works up to 12 speed chains, but this one also has a really nice plug kit included. So a couple of unique pieces there that aren't on every multi-tool, and I know any cyclist would love getting this nice new revamped multi-tool. We've also got fun things like the cooler tube. Bring that to your cyclocross races this weekend and have a couple of drinks ready to go, nice and cool while you're out having fun. Gifts again that apply to a lot of different cyclists here. Even if you don't do a lot of service work yourself, these Nipex pliers really have so many applications. The jaws of these are narrow enough to fit in between your pedal and crank, so this can act as a pedal wrench when it's adjusted to that correct size. So there we are at a pedal wrench size. If you do some more of your own service, this thing can actually be adjusted out to fit and has really nice flat sides to work really well on some fork top caps. So if you're taking your air spring out for some basic service or diving into the damper, this is a really great tool that a lot of shops can use, as well as the home mechanic. Speaking of shops buying tools, if you're a shop owner out there, want to upgrade your mechanics bench a little bit, we've got a new brand of tools on our shelves, WeHa tools. Really great products at a good price point. Everything from standard screwdrivers that I think everyone can use, up to some more specialty products like really clean, precise ring pliers. So lots of options from WeHa at a great price point there. Check out the selection as you're buying your mechanic gifts or upgrading your own shop. All right, speaking of tools, I think a really neat one that again applies to a ton of cyclists out there is this Granite Designs stash tool. What's unique about this, it's a tool that fits inside the steer tube of your bike. You don't have to thread the steer tube, and I really like the tool that's included. It's actually a small ratchet driver, so not quite just a standard multi-tool, but it's going to give you a lot more options with several bits included. They also fit in the box a whole bunch of different length bolts, so it'll fit a wide variety of steer tube lengths. Okay, going right along with this, now normally you'd use this piece at the bottom of the steer tube to thread into and secure clamping force on your whole headset assembly. You can replace this piece with the Granite Designs Stash Tool AirTag mount. So a super cool addition if you want to add some safety to your bike. Not safety against crashing, but this would be helping if you ever had your bike stolen. If you have an AirTag included in this, you can track that thing down. It's a really big trend we're seeing out on the market, a lot of AirTag options available, and I wanted to mention it here because I think it goes along so well with the stash tool and is really a great gift for a lot of cyclists out there. Okay, while we are on the topic of AirTag, there are several other options. If you don't want to go with the whole Granite Design stash tool, from Burrow Bike, they've got a nice top cap that holds an Apple AirTag, and same thing with a bottle cage mount that tucks that AirTag underneath your water bottle. So if someone in your life, your loved one, has a super nice bike that they're concerned about getting stolen, toss this under the tree. And I think it'll be a cool way to just add a little bit of assurance. If the bike ever got stolen, you'll be able to get that thing back. Okay, now as we're getting into some of the kind of higher end gifts, some of these maybe you'd buy more for yourself, but the Ceramic Speed derailleur cage, super nice upgrade. This is not just for the racer out there. This thing really is going to add a ton of durability and just improve some of the shifting performance on your bike with bearings that are going to last an extremely long time, just based on the treatments and coatings and how smooth they are. And this new version has a Cerakote finish for mountain or gravel use, and really cool upgrade. You're probably buying this for yourself, not someone else, but a fun one to toss under the tree all the same. Speaking of, this I think is a gift that really probably is going to be excellent for almost any cyclist out there, but especially mountain bikers that are out away from cell phone reception. This is the new Garmin inReach Messenger. It's the least expensive of the inReach series from Garmin, also the smallest and lightest. This thing pairs up with your cell phone to work with satellites so that you can get messages out. You can also just click an emergency beacon if something really bad happened and have rescuers come find you. So if a cyclist that you love, goes out on longer rides and gets out of cell phone reception, this is such a great safety piece, and just something that you can toss in your pocket or even your saddlebag, so this thing is ready for you when you need it. All right. Hopefully I've given you a few ideas. Like I said, the whole BTI catalog could be great gifts for cyclists this winter, but I think these apply really well to a lot of folks out there. If you'd like to buy one of these items for one of your loved ones or even for yourself, make sure you ask at your local bike shop and tell them BTI sent you.